Hello! Today I would like to introduce our Big Island trip with our babies. Big Island is one of Hawaii's most famous islands, known for being the largest in size and for its Volcano National Park. Today I'll be sharing our trip to the eastern area, Hilo. We arrived at the airport early in the morning and the kids were so sleepy. With a combination of Clear and TSA pre-check, we passed through the security line in just 5 minutes. The lounge we used was the Amex Centurion Lounge located at Gate F in Terminal 3 of SFO Airport. Platinum cardholders can access it for free, but to bring others you either have to pay or spend a certain amount annually on the card. The buffet had hot food, fruits, juices, and more. It was great for breakfast. After relaxing in the lounge, we headed to the gate. The moving walkway made it so easy to get there. Even though the kids were tired, they followed along without fuss. We took a direct United flight and arrived at Kona International Airport. As soon as we arrived, we picked up our rental car, which we had reserved in advance. The weather was great, and we were excited. We headed to Kona Brewing Company, which is about 15 minutes from the airport for lunch. It's famous for its pizza. They offer both indoor and outdoor seating, but we chose to eat outside to enjoy the beautiful garden. The menu included pizza and chicken for the first child. He was so happy with the chicken, it was delicious. After lunch, we drove for about 1 hour and 40 minutes to our hotel in Hilo. We enjoyed the drive with views of the large volcano in the center of the island. We booked a room at the Hilton's Doubletree Hotel in this area. Depending on the dates, the price is about $250 to $350 per night, but we used Hilton points and paid 50,000 points per night. We parked in the self-parking lot across from the hotel and headed to the lobby. If you go out to the terrace in front of the lobby, you can see this beautiful ocean view. While checking in, Ian was playing with his sister. We booked a standard room, but they upgraded us to a room with an ocean view. The furniture seemed newly renovated, and the open ocean view was my favorite part. After arriving, Ian took a nap, and she felt really good when she woke up. In the evening, we stopped by Walmart nearby for some shopping. There were so many varieties of the famous Mauna Loa macadamia chocolates. The next morning, we visited Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. The park is very large and located on the southern part of the island, but most tourists mainly visit around the visitor center. The yellow route marked here is the Chain of Craters Road, where most of the craters are located. You can easily explore the main areas by following this road. We will follow this route today as well. Since it's a national park, we were able to enter using an annual pass. We first visited Kilauea Caldera, which is close to the entrance. Here we could see the steam vents where steam is venting out. We then drove to the northernmost point, Kilauea Overlook. A short walk brings you to a wide crater view. If you walk further, you can see it from another direction. After sightseeing, we headed towards the visitor center for lunch. There's a hotel called Volcano House, which has a souvenir shop and a restaurant inside. It was so crowded in the restaurant, so we ordered takeout and ate in the hotel lobby. While waiting for the food, Ian was playing with Ayun. We had burgers for lunch and they were quite delicious. I gave Ayun the travel baby food I brought with us. After lunch, we headed south. On the way, we stopped by Thurston Lava Tube. This is a tunnel formed by magma activity, about 600 ft long, and you can reach it by walking down some stairs from the parking lot. The cave was wide enough for several adults to pass through at once. We also checked out Luamanu Crater on the way. Then we got back in the car and continued heading south. There are many lookout points along the way, and it's worth stopping by to take a look. At the viewpoint, you can see these stunning views. We kept driving toward the end of Chain of Craters Road. When we reached the sea, there was a trail where you can walk while admiring the beautiful mountain. The view was amazing. After a short walk, we headed back to the hotel. Ian was so good at playing with the kids. She gave a big smile. We saw a huge cruise ship passing by outside the window. The next morning, we went to Waipi'o Valley Lookout. This island has so many different kinds of trees, making it great for a drive. Finally, we arrived. There's a small path from the parking lot that leads to the viewpoint. Walking down the path, you're greeted with this spectacular view. There was a small area with dining space and restrooms nearby. The view was even more amazing now that the weather cleared up. On the way back to the hotel, we stopped by Onomea Trail. There was almost no parking here, so we had to park on the side of the road. This is the entrance to the trail. where you can walk along the beach and enjoy the scenery. If you walk a little further, you'll find a path that leads directly to the beach. If you go deeper, you'll find hidden beach views perfect for photos. Following the main trail, you'll encounter spots like this where you can get closer to the sea view. For lunch, we went to the farmer's market. They sell vegetables, fruits, and fresh juices here. We had lunch at Poke and Sides, and the fish was fresh and the seasoning was delicious. After lunch, we returned to the hotel and rested. The next morning, the kids were excited because they had slept well. After breakfast, we visited Akaka Falls State Park, which is about 30 minutes from the hotel. This park is famous for Akaka Falls, which is 442 feet tall, and the trail is relatively short, making it a good spot for families with kids. However, there are a lot of stairs, so strollers aren't allowed. The parking fee is $10 per car as of 2025, and the entrance fee is free for children under 3 and $5 per person for others. Make sure to bring a credit card, as they only accept cards. We were so excited to walk through the beautiful forest along the stairs. Finally, we arrived at the stunning waterfall, hidden deep in the mountains. It's definitely worth visiting. We took our time admiring the waterfall and enjoyed seeing the various trees along the way. For lunch, we ate at Pineapples Island Fresh Cuisine, near the farmer's market. It's always crowded, so I recommend avoiding peak hours. Their teriyaki steak was amazing, and the burgers were also very good. In the afternoon, we visited Rainbow Falls at Wailuku River State Park. There was plenty of parking, and there were no parking fees or entrance fees. A short walk from the parking lot takes you straight to the Rainbow Falls. Ayun was so excited. If you go up the stairs across from the parking lot, you can see a smaller waterfall. Ian was so happy to see the waterfall. Nearby, you can also find a massive banyan tree. Back at the hotel, we headed to the pool. There's a small outdoor pool right in front of the hotel. Ian was still a bit scared to be alone, so he stayed close to his dad. The water was so cold that we didn't stay in for long. Ayun was still too young to play in the pool. In the evening, we went to the lobby and used the drink coupons we received during check-in to get cocktails. So adorable. For breakfast, we picked up food from lunch shop near the hotel. They serve musubi and various kinds of fried food, all very affordable and tasty. On the last day, we checked out of the hotel and visited Liliʻuokalani Gardens, right next to the hotel. You can fish in the sea right in front and enjoy a picnic in the garden. We ended our trip with a picnic in the garden. Did you enjoy today's video? Next time, I'll share our trip to the Kona area on the left side of the Big Island. Thank you for watching.